I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and it was like, well, it was a podcast, okay, and they were talking a little bit about these two people, and they were talking about how, oh yeah, the best way to attract women and get women and whatever, and they were talking about these lists of things, right? They were reeling off these things, but in the comments section, I was noticing that so many people have like a very stubborn opinion about the fact that, oh, it's just one thing that attracts a woman. Like, it's this thing. It's like they were saying, oh no, it's not what they were talking about. It's just this thing. That's it. That's all that matters. Some of them were saying, oh, it's only looks that matter. Some were saying, oh, it's purely just the way you look at them or something. I'm just there thinking like, what, like this is why this is such a problem in society. This is why now people, well, young men. This is why young men are struggling with women, and why they cannot understand why they can't get any women, and why they're not getting any dates, and why, like, in the nightclub they're sat there like alone vaping in the corner, and they're like, oh, why are no girls coming up to me, or why am I do you know what I mean? And I understand the issue. I've understood the issue for ages, but now I really fucking understand it, because it's just everyone's so stubborn with their own views, and they all think they know they're the best. And a lot of people probably watch my videos and they're like, oh yeah, who's this guy to say this, and like, how do we know that he knows everything? But the thing is, I've experienced a lot of life, okay? For a 19-year-old kid, I have done a lot, okay? You know, I'm in a relationship now, I've got a girlfriend, so, you know, I understand the way to navigate that kind of stuff, okay? So, you know, a lot of these young men that come on the comments and they say this stuff, that I think a lot of them are speaking from experience of rejection. They're like, oh, I tried this and it didn't work or whatever. But what you have to understand about attracting women, right, and this is the main thing. This is a very foundation level thing that you should probably understand. But it's about becoming as well-rounded as you possibly can. That is what you should be aiming for if your goal in life, or one of your goals at the minute, is to try and attract more women, right? You should be focusing on everything, okay? Not just your physique, not just your appearance. You know, obviously looks are a big thing, but, you know, working on your social skills, your mannerisms, your body language, your dress sense, everything, all right? You should be focusing on every single little thing when it comes to attracting women. And that shouldn't even just be to attract women. That should be your standard as a man. You should be a well-rounded individual, a well-rounded human being that is competent in life. That is one of the number one things that will actually make you able to retain a woman, is your competence in life, your ability to do things, your ability to solve problems, your ability to be good at life, okay? If you can't do that, then your woman can never come up to you and have an issue and present you with that issue, and you can solve it, and you can just say, right, it's fine, I'll be able to solve it, you go and do whatever, I can fix this problem, okay? She needs to be able to have that complete comfort and trust in you that you can solve whatever problem that she has. That is what it means to be competent, okay? And that is what it means to be a well-rounded individual. There are different things, there are different areas of your life that you need to improve that will complement different areas of dating, okay? So, you know, your attraction, your looks usually is what gets you through the door, okay? It retains that, you know, that initial attraction, okay, to the woman. That gets you through the door. You know, your social skills is what keeps the conversation flowing. Your competence is what makes her trust you. All these different things, okay? You know, that cheeky side of your personality is what keeps her excited. There are all these different elements to dating, and elements to your personality, and elements to you that are what are gonna keep a woman attracted, and what are gonna get a woman attracted, and what is gonna help you in your dating life as a whole, okay? So it's never ever just one set thing. Don't ever look at these comments and look at these YouTube videos or whatever and say, oh yeah, it's this one thing that's gonna make you good with women. It's not that at all. You have to become as well-rounded as possible, okay? Because you can't just focus a lot on one area. Let's say I just focused on my looks, right? Let's say I went to the gym all the time, I was mewing, I was doing all that shit, and I was just focusing on my looks, okay, my appearance. And then I went over to a girl or something, you know, she speaks to me because, you know, she finds me attractive because of my appearance. And then I'm just there like, hello, and I just can't speak to her. You know, I've got no social skills, I've got no life experience, I don't know anything, all right? That's not really, so you're not going to be successful there, are you? You're not. Your looks aren't the only thing that can carry you through dating. And that's why, you know, I've had comments on my own videos saying, oh, what are you talking about, bro? It's literally only to do with looks. Like, oh, I'm ugly, you're attractive, whatever. And it's just all a big excuse to not go and take action, basically. It's all an excuse. You know, men, as young men, we have egos. And when our egos are hurt, it fucking hurts, bro. Like, no one wants to get their ego hurt. So they'll make these excuses about why it is they can't attract women, or why it is they can't do this and why they can't do that. When realistically, those excuses are not valid whatsoever, okay? Because there are other people in the world that have that thing that you're making an excuse about, and they're attracting women, okay? Because and again, this is something that a YouTuber called Luke Spurgeon has preached very well. And it's one point that I've really heavily thought about and thought, wow, that is a good point. Okay, he mentions that anyone that makes an excuse, right, there's someone else out there in the world that has got that same thing that you have got, but they're attracting women and they're not using that as an excuse, okay? you know one of the best things, one of the most attractive things that you can do as a man is that if you have an insecurity, or if you have something that you're not very good at or whatever, is that if you own that, you own your insecurities and you don't give a shit, that is very attractive because it just shows your authenticity, okay? And it just shows your confidence in yourself despite anything that you may have or anything that other people may find insecure. Your woman doesn't want you to be insecure about everything. Because if you're insecure about yourself all the time and you are not even happy with yourself, how are you going to be able to be happy with her or happy with anything else, all right? I know that's a little bit, I don't want to get too like all motivational and spiritual on you lot, but that is genuinely the case, okay? That is a very attractive trait to have. It's just not caring about your insecurities, okay? Bro, I have a good physique, right? I've got a fairly good physique. I work out every day. But my ab structure is a bit weird, all right? If you've ever seen any of my pictures, my abs are not perfect, all right? They're not perfectly like in line, and they're not like a perfect sort of like a little rectangle. Do you know what I mean? That sort of like perfect shape that the abs usually are. Mine aren't like that, but I don't care because I own that shit. That's part of me, and that's fine. I don't care, and that is an attractive trait to have. Okay, you've been able to just own your insecurities. So don't ever make anything an excuse and say, "Oh yeah, nah, I've got this, I'm ugly, or I've got, I've got this wrong with me, so I can't attract women." Like, bullshit, bro. Absolute bullshit. Those excuses are not valid. I could literally go on a phone call with you, all right? I guarantee for 30 minutes. And if you were to tell me, you to reel off a list of insecurities that you have, or a list of things that you're making an excuse for, that you've got, that you can't do, whatever, I could literally annihilate them in seconds and say, nah, that is not true. This is what you can do, all right? There's no excuse for not being able to do something in life, okay? If you're a young man, there are things you can do as a human being to improve yourself. If you're not happy with something, okay, and you've got an insecurity or whatever, try and do something to improve yourself, okay? Do something that outshines that thing that you've got, if you think it's that much of an issue, okay? Because I guarantee it's not that much of an issue anyway, but if you think it is, go and do something that outweighs that issue, right? Whatever it may be. If you think you've got an ugly face, right? If you think that, there are some individuals that do think that, go and get a ripped physique, all right? Just do something, okay? Stop making these excuses, all right? And stop putting everything down to just one thing, right? Oh, it's just this one thing that matters when it comes to attracting women. It's only looks. So I'm not going to improve every other area of my life. You need to be a well-rounded individual, okay? You need to have everything in check. Your social skills, your mannerisms, your body, your body language, your physique, your health, everything. Your ability to make money. You have to literally be able to be competent in everything in order to retain women, in order to attract and retain, all right? That is the basis, that is the foundation of what it is to actually become someone who is competent with women in that field of life, okay? Never is it just down to one thing. You have to be a well-rounded individual, okay? And you have to stop making excuses and you have to own yourself, okay? Just be confident in yourself. I understand that's very easier said than done. I understand some people just naturally aren't confident in themselves. But that's where going and achieving things in life is so important. That's why I preach so much for you to go out into the world and achieve stuff and experience the world and gain some knowledge and gain some competence. So you've got things that you've achieved, therefore you've got things to be confident about. Therefore you're naturally confident in yourself. And again, another very attractive trait to have. Do you understand how it all ties in together? This isn't just me sitting there in front of a camera and saying, yeah, say these 5 things. The first one is this, second, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that because that's not going to help you in the long run. That's just simple copy and paste methods that are not going to make you become this character that you want to become, okay? Become this person that you want to be. That's just going to put 5 things in your head, right, that you're going to forget in a couple of weeks, and you probably won't even use them anyway because you're not willing to take action, okay? You can't take action on these things if you're not confident in yourself. If you don't have the belief to do it, if you're not that guy that can do it yet, you're not going to say these things anyway. You're not going to put it into action. That's why you have to become this person that's why you have to build yourself up, become competent in all areas of life, build yourself up, progress yourself as a person. Okay, be a well-rounded individual. Then you can go and take action on this stuff, this knowledge that you're gaining. Okay, it's so important. I don't want you to dismiss that at all. Okay. And if you want to know the exact in-depth guide to attraction and seduction, okay, how to attract and retain a woman, all right, DM me the word win below, okay? And we'll go on a free call. We'll discuss what you want to achieve. We'll discuss who you want to become. We'll discuss all that. It's basically like a 30-minute coaching call, okay? And then we'll go from there, all right? Alternatively, you can book a 30-minute coaching call using the calendar link below, okay? Now, that is currently at a discount, okay? So you want to get in there quick. That discount will not be active for very long, so get in there as quick as you can. Same with the one-to-one mentorship, okay? The one-to-one mentorship is through my Instagram, okay? So if you DM me the word win, that will be you stating your interest in my one-to-one mentorship, that is also at a discounted price, okay? We want to get you boys to exactly where you want to be for summer, okay? And we can do that. We've proven that, okay, with the young men who have achieved amazing results with us. So just trust us, all right? But it's all you know, all the in-depth stuff like call approach, text game, everything. It's all in there, bro. Okay, it's all in there. We teach all of it. That is what we teach. Okay, that is kind of what this channel was based off of. All right, and this organization has been going since before my YouTube channel even started. All right, so take a risk in life, bro. I hope that was helpful for you, bro. Hope that was very insightful. You know, just go out there and just improve yourself, bro. As cliche as that sounds, it's just about being a well-rounded individual, being able to be good at every single area of life. You know, having your looks on point, having your money-making skills on point, having your, you know, mannerisms, your social skills on point, everything, all right? Just be as well-rounded as an individual as you can be, and that's all you can do, bro, okay? All right, cool. Stay active, boys, and I'll see you in a bit.